Well, it's time to belly up to the bar and enjoy some brews with Brian. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Brews with Brian, a craft beer review podcast here on the Loaded Sports Network. Want to thank everybody for listening to the relaunch of the show last week. Really appreciate it. But guys, let's kick it off strong this week with Hopslam Ale. Hopslam Ale is a double IPA, 10% ABV, so a big heavy hitter. It's produced from Bell's Brewery out of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Hopslam is only available during certain months of the year, so make sure you keep an eye out for this thing because you don't want to miss it. Hopslam is a beer made for enjoying. You will not be throwing these things back, like I mentioned last week, at like some kind of college frat party with these big box corporate beers. You'll want to savor every last drop of this beer because all the experiences that this thing's going to deliver to you is worth it. But let's get to why you're here, guys. If I get this slide thing to work, you can see it right here in this picture. Popping the top on this classic and pouring it into a glass, like you should all craft beers. It should all be drank from a glass. Don't drink it out of the bottle or out of the can. The first thing you notice is this deep color, uh, copper, real deep copper color. Bubbling up to the top is a thick white head, about an inch thick. Um, then the next thing that hits you is the aromas. A very strong smell of honey, plum, and floral notes. So it's a real pleasing, just smelling beer, and that's part of drinking. It's got to have a interesting aroma to it. Now, the main reason you're probably here, much like in the aroma, the first thing you taste is honey and floral notes, followed by strong hops and grapefruit. With a full body, this beer is very balanced. It's very surprising to me that it isn't too boozy. Now, while it is boozy, it's not unmanageable. I mean, you can definitely drink at least two, and I think you'd be okay. But guys, overall, this is one of my favorite beers. Where I buy my beer at Southern Package here in North Alabama. Every time they put online that they've got it, I go buy two cases or two 6 packs. It's a little on the expensive side, but it's worth it. Um, this beer really pairs well with the cooler months. So to me, this thing pairs well with like late season NFL playoffs in the NFL. You want something cold outside with this strong alcoholic beer, 10% ABV. It's going to warm you up, or make you feel like you're warmed up. And sports wise, I just think a late season NFL, maybe even some hockey. But guys, let's go to our next little clip here. Here's Bill. We talked about him last week. He's one of our buddies here at the Loaded Sports Network. You can see he's pouring a beer into the Brews with Brian mug. Let's see how Bill rated the beer. Looks like he enjoyed it just like the rest of us guys. Bill knows what he's talking about. He's a pretty cool guy. All right, guys, that's going to wrap us up here in a minute, but we're going to start a new segment here on Brews with Brian. We're going to do the Brews with Brian bar trivia. Each week, I will be given a question, and then the following week, I will be giving the answer to said question, and then another question. So, guys, here's the question for the week. A pool ball set includes how many balls? Think about it. But check back with us next week for the answer. All right, guys, we appreciate everything. Thank you for listening. Like and share the show. Tell your friends. I'm sure they enjoy drinking beer too. Check out everything on the Loaded Sports Network. Spring loaded football. Loaded high score with Ike. We got it all, guys. But we appreciate it, guys. And check us out next time. And come back to Brews with Brian, where knowledge is always on tap.